Ever After, a Once Upon a Time podcast. Season 6, Episode 11, Tougher Than the Rest. In this episode, with Snow still asleep in Storybrooke, David and Hook try to stop Gideon before he confronts Emma. Regina realizes that everyone is better off in the alternate world where the evil queen was defeated, and Emma discovers the power to change her fate. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And...
Rob Southgate.
Okay, I love this episode.
Well, it's fun to be back.
Yes!
Yeah, it's really nice to be back.
Okay, but its theme was low self-esteem.
Yeah, no
Totally
kidding.
low self-esteem.
And they were all like
every one of them.
Immediately
Emo.
going to it, too.
So emo.
I'm just not going to try.
I won't be good enough.
Yeah, big wimpy Pinocchio
Yeah,
was
but I loved
the worst. But he was the worst about it.
I thought they did a great job with recasting him.
Yeah.
He looked so much like
He looked almost
the
exactly.
original
Yeah.
August.
But you know what's weird?
What?
The last time we saw August, he
Mhm.
was turned into a little boy. So
This
why
is
is
make-believe.
why is he not a little... Yeah, but So in the land of the made-up world, the Wish world, he's an adult. But why, when they came back, was he an adult again?
Oh.
No, okay, Dad.
Yeah, help us.
You tell me how this works.
No, he was always the adult. Remember?
No, August got turned into a little boy, and then he went off to play with one of the school kids that's mysteriously disappeared too.
They ate him.
They ate him. Yes, that's
No,
Snow
no,
ate.
Dad. He's.
No, I think Granny cooks them.
I think Tiny ate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Maybe he planted him in his garden.
Yeah, because
He's wood. He's a tree.
No, I said the kids, not just... Yeah, we're talking about...
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I really think that's the case with
No,
August.
it is
He was
not
a boy?
the case.
He was a boy for a short time, but I think they turned him back into
They used the dagger thingy, and he became
Okay.
August again.
a man.
Big August.
August and everything after?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Counting crows.
Counting crows.
Yes.
So...
Okay,
Yeah.
Hook.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
that was
so
one of the
you're gonna
funniest
jump to the greatest
things.
things ever.
Okay, so we're
I
moving on to the funniest thing.
I almost threw up, but he was hysterical.
Oh my gosh, the eyebrows and the big belly and the...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
loved
my gosh,
Emma's
and
line,
he
and
was
she's
Gray
like,
hair.
I loved when Emma's line when she went, "We've gotta return him." Wait, let me think. She said like, "We've gotta." When we get home, somebody is going off the alcohol because he was all
Oh,
drunk.
she said,
And she
yeah,
said,
the alcohol
and then the dessert.
Desserts.
Yeah.
And then she looked at his belly and she went, "And the dessert."
Yep.
Oh my god.
That was so funny. And he was so incompetent.
And it was great when he first showed up because you went, "Who's that?" I mean, he was
I
so
recognized
far
him. I was like,
out
"That's
of
Hook."
Captain Hook.
Yeah.
That
And he went,
was
"I
funny.
am Captain Hook.
And then when
Give me your sword."
when August took his sword and he makes a lunge for it and he grabs the chisel. And he's
Yeah.
like, "We'll fight with this." I mean,
Well, then he broke
what?
it.
Yeah, then he broke
Which
it.
caused August tantrum.
Yeah.
His little pouty tantrum.
I can never be my
I
father.
can't do it without magic.
And then he went and pouted in the
I can't
corner.
be my father.
And
Yeah,
she
that was-
said, and
that
then
was
she was
bad.
like, you
Tears.
can do it. But he
I
was
believe in you.
very pouty. I couldn't believe it. He didn't even try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all those tears are going to warp the wood.
Right.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like a weird
He'll have
worky
moss
thing.
all over him.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay, but he's like in human form, so it'll be like just moss growing on the side of his face.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like a creep
That'd
show.
be creepy.
Ooh,
Be
that would be
awesome.
awesome. I gotta draw that. Oh, mossy.
So, what do you guys think of the Wish land? Because when the last episode ended, they went to this. The wish was made.
Yeah.
And it sent them to this land. What did you guys think? We didn't get a lot of time there.
Mm-mm.
It kind of felt like a plot device to me. Like,
It was
and we're going to get out.
amusing,
It was a
Yeah.
way to bring back Robin, is what I
but
felt.
I don't think it was effective.
It was more amusing.
I just think it was
Because-
And
sort
they gave
of
us Old Hook, which was the best thing
that
ever,
was
but-
hilarious.
That
and
was
it-
amazing.
and just kind of watching, like, it was sort of like Bizarro World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Henry was totally different than he is in
Yeah,
this
and
world.
we just got a little, tiny little taste of it. You know, frankly, I didn't like it very much. Well, I'll tell you why. There was a big promise in my head of what the Land of Untold Stories would be.
Yeah, there weren't any Land of Untold Stories.
And we got some of them, Like we got some things, but nothing like in the first half of the season. Nothing like I was really hoping for. And then when they went to this, I thought, okay, are they just ditching that? And now we've got this, and really, that's I think where we're at.
Yeah, because also,
and this was late.
Dead.
So yeah,
this is mid-season, right?
Yes, and it actually is
they
halfway
change.
through the season.
They change halfway through. So
right, and I thought the Wishland was going to be the second half of this, which I'm really glad it's not because that was kind of lame. But it seems like they're wrapping up this story.
Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go because they have no choice. Like next episode's got to resolve Emma and
the cards have been flipped. We know who it is.
Fred or whatever. Her. What's their kid's name?
Gideon.
Gideon. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We know that Gideon stabs Emma. And we saw the fight tonight, and we knew that it wasn't the fight, because Molly, as you pointed out, she wasn't wearing the right clothes.
And the other thing, she was wearing a tank top, and it went to the tank top, then it went to her hideous coat.
Yes.
She had the weird thing with the flower.
Not a fan?
Oh, not as bad as Belle's
coat.
Belle's suit coat. Oh my gosh, I was like, an ottoman just came in here.
I was like, when did the circus come?
That was in the last episode when she said, Rumple, I'm so upset with you. I'm going to join the circus.
Yeah. It was not becoming, I don't think, on any human.
On Earth.
I don't think anyone should wear that. But
okay, Bernice might look cute in that, our cat. But she looks cute in everything.
But yeah, that was
that's random.
She walked in, I was like, what is that coat?
Yeah. And I'm like, wait.
And it was distracting. I couldn't even follow.
And I went, wait, I've seen, this is supposed to be in the same day. She just randomly changed her clothes into the hideous coat.
Yeah.
Like, I shall change into my favorite
Well, I thought what was
coat.
interesting is that Rumpelstiltskin rethought his entire agenda of getting her back when he saw the coat.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
never mind.
I do not want her in my life.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Get out.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, I was not a big fan of the Wishland. I
had fun with it.
I liked it.
I enjoyed
it. But it was only one episode, so...
Two?
One. We only saw him really there one. No, did we see him
yes.
really?
Last episode and this episode.
I don't remember spending a lot of time there.
It might have even been 3, because it was when when Emma was at the castle and Henry was totally not Henry. And we saw that whole...
Yeah.
No, we've been there for a little while.
Yeah, it might have just been that when we got back here, I wasn't...
It didn't feel like...
It didn't connect for me, and it just kind of felt like a plot device, like I said. It was a way to bring Robin back. I remember in the last episode feeling excited when they showed Robin, and like there was a prospect of this.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
And I'm glad Robin's back.
It's going to be interesting to see Zelina's reaction.
Yes.
And Robin doesn't know he has a daughter or anything. Like the baby, like he's probably not gonna try to get the baby away from her or anything.
Well, and I wonder also if he's gonna resort back to being kind of a rogue as opposed to being Robin Hood. Because that's who he's been. He was escaping the Wishland because he's like, I'm in trouble.
Right. Well, and he wasn't happy. There was nothing for him. He had no life there.
Yeah.
He said, I just steal from people to make myself rich. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like the Matrix. Like he was going to try to come through and he was going to dissolve as he came through.
I did too.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I do want Regina to be happy.
I do too.
And we kept... sorry. During the scene, we kept saying he's like, oh, he's peeing behind the tree right over there.
Yeah. Oh. Right, when he wasn't coming out. It's like,
he had to go to the bathroom.
He's like,
got lost.
Man, all this traveling, small bladder, it's tough.
He got lost.
Yeah. But he
made it.
Yes.
So I think that'll be kind of an interesting one. They finally made him real interesting because before he was sort of, he didn't have too much to work with.
They had elements, but
he's a totally different character who has to assimilate
it's
to what everyone knows him to be, and he doesn't know who that person is. So,
and he's like this rogue scoundrel person, and he's like, I am not that good guy that you know. I'm not that hero.
But we'll watch him transform. But
he still loves Regina.
Yeah.
When you look, funny. They still love each other.
Yeah.
Something that I complained about earlier in the season, and I was like, no, I'll be done if this happens, was Rumple's essential redemption, which they handled it really well tonight. Even if it was quick, like I bet if you binge the show and you watch it in order, you'd be like, boy, that was quick how that all of a sudden he turned around with Belle. But the dialogue that he had when
Yeah.
they were at the wishing well and they were talking, to me, I bought it.
That was
Like
totally believable.
His motivation was there.
Yes.
Everything made
Yeah.
sense. It actually made more sense than him flipping back to bad.
Yeah, I agree.
When he went, I don't want this.
Right.
I looked,
I was
and
doing
it's
it-
not rash. It's unrational.
Yeah.
I want our son to be happy. I know this isn't right.
Right.
Everything he was saying was, it was like, look, all this weird behavior has been for this reason. And I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it. I think Belle bought it too.
I do too.
I don't think she fell into his arms, but I think that she's like,
But she looked, yeah.
it looked to me like a married
Yes.
couple that maybe has been fighting, and then they both realize,
We've got to help our son.
Yeah.
We need to work together.
and maybe all of our fighting actually is kind of pointless.
It actually was that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I'm saying it really felt that way. It didn't feel contrived.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Wishland felt kind of contrived to
And
me.
a lot of the stuff with Rumple and Belle feels contrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they keep wanting to make him the villain. Now, you know what I think should have happened?
Yeah. What?
And I'm kind of hoping maybe it will,
Hmm.
is I think Evil Rump should have come through. So
Yeah.
we would have
'Cause-
evil Rumpelstiltskin running around in this land.
I wanted that too. I was
Then
like,
we can
oh,
have-
maybe Rumple's going to come out.
We could have Mr. Gold be Mr. Gold.
Can you have two?
Well, why
Yes.
not? If so, does that mean Robin's corpse just disappeared? There's two Robins there. One of them is dead, but there's two Robins.
But they were saying this is his soul.
Well, Mom.
His soul's not in the grave.
Yeah, but does Rumpelstiltskin have a soul? He's the dark
Wait.
one. The dark one is what comes back.
Wait.
What?
Okay. They were saying that because Robin died, and that Robin Hood, he was the only one that didn't age.
Right.
He would have been old like the others.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Hook.
Like Hook.
Yeah. But he was the only one that didn't age. They're saying, I bet when he died, he went here. So, like, let's say, I don't want this to happen, but let's say Regina died, she would live on in that land. Let's any of them die, they would go to that land and live out
But
there.
then why didn't
no,
she
that was
see
a
her dad?
Wishland. I don't think that's accurate. But I do think that.
But I believe the Robin thing.
I mean,
It could be that she just wished him there.
yeah, when she wished him, it brought his soul there. That could be.
When she said that, she was thinking, I want Robin.
Right, but
there.
I
But
don't
I-
think everybody would go there.
I also think
you have to be wished there.
We
right?
still have the possibility of what I wanted to have happen. Because if you think about it, it took a long time for Robin to come through. That portal might be open. We didn't see it actually get closed on the
Yeah, it
other
was
side.
still. It ended
So
burst like huge
and-
craters in the tree.
yeah, and Rump keeps showing up in that other land. Why wouldn't he go, oh, look, dearie, they've made a portal, and he's going to come through and
So
see if he survives.
convenient.
Well, he's going to notice they're gone.
Yeah.
Right. Although I think he knew the story. He knew what was going to happen, and because he's the one that said, hey, I may be fake, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we could get Mr. Gold and Rumpelstiltskin living here. I don't need anyone else coming through. That would be the character, because now you can take the character that we've seen, change. You no longer have to have him flip back and forth. He can be the good guy, and this crazy Rumpelstiltskin guy.
I would love
who
that.
I want him to look like that,
Hello,
though. Like,
dearie.
everyone else looks like normal,
Mm-hmm.
and I want him to be like that weird, scaly...
Yeah,
Hello.
glittery.
Yeah.
Glittery.
Dearie.
That'd be awesome.
With the
Yeah.
nails. The
And he lives,
oh.
like, out in the woods, and they can't figure out, where does he even live?
Well, he can
Like,
live in the trailer with August.
Yeah. What trailer? What?
The
Yeah.
trailer. August lives in the trailer.
Yeah.
In the woods.
He and Rump have that place out there. I just think that
That's
would be the way
awesome.
to go. I
They're
mean,
going off grid.
here's a villain that has been successful for him in the past. They really can't keep dipping in that well, but they could bring this guy, and
That would
it'd
be
be like,
pretty funny.
this would be pretty funny. Just like they did when Evil Regina showed up. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
But that might be a little too overdone this season.
You know what? I'd be okay with that particular thing, especially if he comes and he has the realization that Evil Regina is there
Right.
with him. I think that would be pretty fun.
We need to
Yeah.
stop recording when
Okay, this is the one time
when
the
our
cowboy
cats are
ever.
so wild.
This is the one time the cowboy plays hardly almost ever. And he's
because
jumping.
he's 11 years old.
Yeah, he's jumping, he's running. Once in his life he has done this.
So we
and that is
apologize for
tonight.
the background noise.
It's going to happen.
And fish.
Anyone
and
who
fish
listens to
fighting.
this podcast has heard our cats in the
Our
past.
cats
so.
are wild.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's do a couple more things
well,
here.
there's got to be... Wait, we haven't even talked about most of the things.
Yeah.
So I found it interesting that Gideon was raised by the blue fairy who was mean.
Yes.
He had
No.
a bad-
The black fairy.
Black fairy,
The black
whatever.
fairy
Close
is the
enough.
one. No, it's not. The black fairy is the one.
She's the evil one.
Right. We saw her before with Rumpelstiltskin.
She's his mother. She's Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
That one.
So
I liked it better when I thought it was the blue fairy.
Not
I'm
the
like,
blue fairy.
the blue fairy was mean in Bizarro World.
Yeah. And the
And
fact
it
that he
wasn't
didn't think she was
so-
mean, he's like, she just was, disciplining. It was like, what a freak that guy
And
is.
they showed.
And you know what? He's Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He's totally Kylo Ren.
They showed what had happened. And it was like this weird flash of light. And it was like a fireball hurtling at him. And he's like, oh, she tried to turn me evil. She was just disciplining me. And
Yeah.
No. No.
We had that. We had Emma there as Swan.
How about when she got her name?
Yeah, we saw her get her name.
That was awesome.
And that was August again. He's been in all of her life.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the reason she came through the portal.
Yes.
Or he
He's the
came
one
through
that
with
named
her. Yeah, he named her. And
but
then
he was also there for Balefire, too. So, I mean, he's been...
But no, all about Emma.
But he's... Right, because he knew the story. He was there through the whole thing, pushing it along or helping it along.
But Balefire, he wasn't trying to help him.
No, he was trying to help
making
her.
sure that he stayed the heck out of Emma's way.
Right.
Because otherwise Emma would have
He was
never
trying to
gone
help
there.
her.
Right.
Right.
Because he was screwing her up.
Yeah, he was making her steal stuff.
Well,
And...
he wasn't. He was encouraging her. He wasn't making her. She made her own choices.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was sending
He
her.
doesn't make monkeys, he just trains them.
He was kind of guiding her down a bad path.
Right.
I know you are, but what am I?
Is that your bad Pee Wee Herman?
That was
impression?
Pee Wee Herman.
Ew.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Here's the best news of this whole podcast. I am officially not the worst person at impressions.
You
in this.
weren't.
True.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, that was scary.
Snow and David.
Yeah. Okay, David realized how awful his wish was.
Yeah, right. I finally did something in this show, and it was make a bad wish. Dang
Yeah,
it!
and he was like, I made the worst wish in all of wish history.
Mm-hmm. In all of Witchery.
Witchery.
Let's rename it.
Mystery.
Well, and we still got Snow asleep. So she wakes up when he goes to sleep. We've still got that going on. We saw her for a brief second, but she
We
was
did?
still... Yeah, maybe it was just at the end.
Yeah,
Are you thinking
No.
of the preview for next week?
I just saw a movie that... It's an indie film. Hopefully something will happen with it. But it was about two twins.
Mm-hmm.
And they had that same thing. Something happened to them. So when one was awake, the other was asleep. So the two
I
of them...
bet they watch this.
The two of them traded off every 12 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so you'd have to sleep 12 hours, which would be
So
tough,
wait,
but-
was this made before that happened on
yeah,
this?
I think so. But I mean, if you look at the time frame, it's an idea that probably came about the same time.
mm-hmm.
But
interesting.
That's
in
really
the
cool.
indie film, the one brother turns out to, I don't want to spoil, but
Don't
he turns
spoil.
out to be not what you think he is.
Okay, I want to see it. Don't.
It's really
spoil.
good.
Yeah, don't spoil.
It was really good. Yeah, it was at the Juggernaut Film Festival. It was called like Shadow Hours, I think.
Mm.
Really good. So yeah, I'm watching this and I was thinking about that movie and I thought, oh yeah, this is cool. Okay, back to it. We
Okay, let's think. Who haven't we talked about?
talked about Emma, and she was cool in the Land of Wishes.
We talked about Hook.
And she has it figured out, which I like. And I like that she was able to fight back against, what's his name? Grenadine? What's that guy's name?
Gideon.
Gideon.
Grenadine, I like that.
Yeah,
Grenadine.
and then we talked about August. We talked about Belle and Gold. Who did we miss? Regina and Hook
We talked about Regina and Robin.
and Robin
and
and Belle
came back.
and Gold. I think we got them all.
Yeah.
Although Hook was a little confused.
Oh my god.
That was funny when they were talking. After we saw hilarious old Hook, And then they made some comment. He's like, "What exactly happened over there to me?" That was funny.
Yeah.
That was really
that was
funny.
like, oh, thank
That was
goodness.
actually a high point of
Let's
the
grow
series.
old together. No, I'm no longer interested.
And you're gonna lighten up on the beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's like, no more dessert, no more alcohol, forever.
That was pretty good. Henry didn't do much. We just saw him as King
We
Henry.
just ride
for a
him.
minute.
Saw him ride his horse.
And then he showed up at the end.
It was awesome, Henry.
So I expect we're going to get more Henry in the next episode or so.
I want Henry to be awesome Henry again.
Yes.
Which one is that? The cat was biting my thumb.
Well, people on the podcast can't see you do that.
Okay, but I was
maybe we'll
just
start
shocked.
doing a video version of it. Just
No, I don't think so.
That face was...
I was petting the cat down here, and I had my hand down, and all of a sudden he bit my thumb.
All
Like,
right.
that face was like a smile, but like shaking your
I was
head.
shocked. I
And
was a
you're
little
shocked but smiling in some way.
Okay, let me think. What about next week? What was the preview?
Well, it went pretty quickly. It looks like it's just more resolving this with her and Gideon. And then, I know what it was.
No, next week is snow.
It was,
Oh,
was
wait, I have one from
Hook
this week.
and Robin team up.
Oh, yeah, but they've always been.
Yeah.
They said that was weird. I'm like, that's not
unlikeliest
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they team
They've
up,
sort of been
but it
all
looked like
working together.
No, but it looked like they were having an issue with David. So maybe Rogue Hood and Hook works with him rather than good guy Hook, and they have some kind of fight with David.
Oh.
That's what it looked like to me.
All right. Well, I remembered one that I thought was really funny. When Emma and August
Yeah.
were talking with Regina,
Yeah.
and then she walked away for like 2 seconds, and Emma turns
Yeah.
around, and she had left this a whole letter.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was cursive and fancy, and she had to write
calligraphy.
She had to write it with
She had to
a
abuse
pen.
magic, right?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it was so funny. I was like, she was gone literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And there's a whole letter,
Okay.
and she's gone, yeah.
Had to be
I have
magic.
exciting news for all of Once Upon a Time.
Okay, what could that be?
All of Once Upon a Time. Go ahead.
Ever. They are doing their first Comic-Con.
No, they're not. But
No.
they're doing one in Chicago.
It
It's
said
our
the-
first.
Yeah, it's like the first official
The
Once
first
Upon a Time
offic-
con.
But I think they've been having them all around the country.
It
Right,
Mom,
right.
it actually said the first official Once Upon a Time
Hello, what?
Yeah, it's not a Comic Con. It's a convention.
It's
But
just
it's gonna be here in Chicago.
exclusively. Well, it's yeah. Let me pull it up, but it's exclusively in Once Upon a Time. We go to Comic Cons all the time, and they're every fan.
Right. This is just Once Upon a Time
It looks
with a
really
bunch
cool.
of the cast.
And so there's
Lee Ehrenberg is going to be there hosting.
We met him
yeah.
before, and he's great.
We've talked about him. He's awesome.
Yeah, so there's Lee Ehrenberg. I don't know all of their.
I hope that David's not there, because if
He
you
isn't.
go,
It's
Mark,
not.
he's going to punch you in the nose.
I already looked.
He actually isn't.
No, it's Regina. It's Lana. Oh my
her.
gosh. Freaking
Beverly
out.
Elliott.
It's Zelina.
Yeah.
Rebecca Bader. Okay, here, let me pull it up.
Granny.
Belle.
Well,
Belle,
here, let's
Emma.
say they're real. They're actually, human, like real people. So
I'm not sure. about
let's
that.
give their actual names. So Lana Parrilla,
Yep.
who we love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jennifer Morrison, who's from
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Rebecca Mader. Really.
Yeah.
Love,
Yes.
right? Colin O'Donoghue, which I'm not going to be able to look at.
Old
And
Hook.
I'm just going to picture, I'm just going to be laughing. Like,
I'm going to stand
Yeah.
next to him. So, I'm going to stand next to Old Hook. It's one time I look better.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
Lee Ehrenberg, who
Yeah,
we've
awesome.
met before, and we really
Yeah.
enjoy spending time with him. Gil McKinney, who played Prince Eric. Emily D. Ravine, I never know how to... Raven?
Yeah.
DeRaven?
she was on Lost. That's all I care about. It's
Good,
Belle.
it's Belle, for crying
Nah,
out
she's on
loud. Keegan Connor Tracy.
I'm going to go up to her and say, not Penny's boat.
The Blue Fairy, who I just said accused of child abuse.
Yes.
So that's really good.
Yes.
She's gonna, she'll like that. Michael Coleman, who's Happy, plays Happy.
Oh,
Beverly
he's happy.
Elliott,
Isn't that nice?
who we've met.
Yeah.
She's Granny.
Yep, Granny.
Victoria Smurfett, who played Cruella, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
And Raphael Sabarge. I don't know how to say his name.
Who is he?
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, yeah,
Yes!
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Hopper.
Yep, Dr. Hopper.
And this is the first official Once Upon a Time convention appearance for Victoria Smurfett.
Very cool.
And it is in, let's see, it's
What
in
are those
June.
dates?
June 9th through the 11th in Chicago.
At the Westin. Yep.
Yes,
all right.
yes, and more yes.
Cool.
So we're
cool.
excited
So
for
we're
that.
going to have to try and get to that. Maybe we'll meet some of our fans there. Wouldn't that be
Exactly.
awesome?
We could do a meetup.
We could. We could totally do a
Yes.
meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then we'll tell Lee Ehrenberg and he'll come over and be like, I don't remember you guys.
Of
course
he'll
remember us.
He'll be like, I know you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
I'll
Let's
just pretend that I know you.
end this one. Okay? All right. That's it. I'm done. Are you guys done?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's end this the way every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The end.